Gun Freak Nation, what's good with it, y'all? First and foremost, I send my prayers and my deepest condolences to the families of um of the tragedy. Especially what up? Especially the tragedy, the ones that the two kids that lost their lives today. Um, I'm gonna holler at you about that in a minute. I just want to say prayers and my deepest condolences go out to the families of all the victims, especially the two children that lost their life. Um, I wish that situations like this would never happen, right? But it's unfortunate, but that's the world that we living in, where we got people for whatever reason. And I'm not gonna make a point about the savage being a transgender or whatever. It just shows you that in every community, in every race, every shade, every creed, every color, we gonna have savages. It doesn't matter. Black, white, gay, transgender, it don't matter. If you a crazy motherfucker or if you an evil motherfucker, it doesn't matter. I can't even think of the I can't even imagine the pain that those two families are going through. And that's for anybody that has lost somebody, especially violently. And I hate to say this, but this won't be the last. It's not the first, and it's not going to be the last. But if churches, schools, it doesn't matter if they have the right security, which is armed security, people that know what they talking about, people that know what they doing, professional armed security, and put these measures in place, I am telling you that it will make a difference. Because these motherfuckers, these savages, they um they want to go to a soft target. Even though this weird, crazy ass savage unalived himself, right? Why come you couldn't fucking just do that in the first place? Why you gotta go and take people with you, innocent people, innocent kids, children? It's just let you know what I've been telling y'all is it's true. We living in an evil, wicked world full of evil ass people, and you just never know when you're going to encounter one of them, and you need to be ready. You need to be ready. I'm looking at people. I'm looking at the news now. First thing they talking about, we need more gun control. We need to make it more stricter. This I'm hearing that this savage bought his weapons legally. So nothing you can do, really, is nothing you can do to stop somebody hell bent on, doing the devil's work. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the only thing you can do is prep yourself, get prepared, keep your head on a swivel, and just, be savage ready. Be savage ready, man. I guarantee you, if that church um would have had proper armed security and had strict measures in place, just maybe it would have been a different outcome. And maybe no one would have lost their lives. But some of these places, man, they basing their judgment, their intellect, their common sense off of faith and what they believe in. And some people, I've heard it so many times, man. I'm good, brother. I don't need no gun. I got God. God is my weapon. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I really do believe that. But at the same time, God have also bestowed in you common sense. This happened in a place of worship, man, and it didn't matter. At the end of the day, it did not even it did not even matter. The devil was alive and he out there and he busy and he has his minions doing his work. And because they wasn't prepared, 2 innocent children lost their lives and 17 other people were shot, were injured, man. And this is not going to be the last. It's not. And for the brother that asked me the question pertaining to getting a SIG Rattler or a Daniel Defense Mark 18, I've had them both. I've owned them both. And that's a hard one. But I would go towards the Rattler. I would lean towards the Rattler. I had them both. And I liked the Rattler better than the Daniel Defense. I no longer, I don't own neither one of them anymore. I no longer own them. But if I had to choose between the two, if I was to get it again, it would definitely be the Rattler. Something about that SIG Rattler, baby. You know. So I would say, do your research on it. And whatever that you want, just get it, because it's simply my opinion, you know. But we have no choice at this point in time. If you don't want to be a victim, then you got to be armed. Yeah, that's Big Cam. That's the exact reason why I love my Rattler. It never let me down. It never jammed, nor did the Mark 18. But I'm at a point where I'm past that. I'm working on some projects where I'm doing some PSA bills. I pick up my Rock 5.7. Look, I had a Rock 5.7 like a couple of years ago, right? And I ended up trading it off because the trade was so good. Y'all remember like back in December when I had all those new guns and shit? That was from a trade, and I traded the Rock. And I said, you know what? I've had them all. I had the FN 5.7 by the company FN, the OG, the originators, right? I had the FN 5.7. I had the Gen 2 and I had the Gen 3, which is sweet as fuck. I also had a Ruger 5.7. I had the what's that other one? It's another one where the M&P. Is it the M&P 5.7? Smith and Wesson 5.7. I had that one. I had the Masterpiece Arms Defender 5.7, which that don't count because that's not a traditional handgun. And I had the Rock. And out of all of them, I'm gonna be straight up with you, and it's just my opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had them all from the most expensive to the cheapest, which was the PSA Rock. That's the one. That's my favorite. That's my favorite out of all of them. I could have got another FN if I wanted to, but I got me another rock. When I went up on PSA's website and I saw one for $299. Come on, y'all. The one I got 2 years ago, that was $350 plus shipping and handling and FFL fees. This one was only $299. Come on. Even with the shipping and handling FFL fee, I still didn't pay more than what I paid for the last one that I had. And trust me, I'm keeping this one. I'm keeping it. I don't even mind. I may even make it a everyday carry. I might carry it from time to time. Swap it out with the dagger. I also got my Jacko 9 lower with the F5 brace. I pick that up tomorrow. I pick up my my Rock 5.7 tomorrow, and I got another lower that I'm picking up. So I'm picking up 3 things from Spencer tomorrow. But I can't wait to get my hands on that 5.7. But listen, stay armed no matter what you decide to do. I mean, get, whether it's high end or low. I ain't gonna even say low end because they shit work. I realize, back in the day, I wanted a Mark 18 because it was a Mark 18. It's Daniel defense. All right. I wanted that. I wanted a Gleo Ace because it's IWI. I wanted all that. And when I realized PSA, what up though? Tactical Coffee. What up though, fam? When I realized it was PSA, when I discovered that, back in them days when I was paying $2,000, $3,000. Now I ain't never paid $3,000 for a gun, but I paid close to it. I had never even ordered a gun online before. So when I discovered PSA, Palmetto State Armory, and I saw that the shit that they was doing and how every gun that I purchased from them had no issues, man, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get rid of some of this expensive shit and transfer it over, some of the money over to get some PSA stuff. So I wanted me a Jackal to replace my MPX. I wanted me a Jackal 9. So that's what I'm going to get. I don't give a fuck about the longevity of how long the barrel lasts because I'm not a shooter like that. I don't have to shoot 10,000 rounds through my shit. All I need to know is that my shit is reliable and it's gonna go bang every time I pull the trigger in the time of need, in the shit hit the fan situation where I'm dealing with multiple savages just breaking in your house. That's all I needed to do. I know y'all probably saw the video already where you had 2 savages. I forget what city it happened in. City and state it happened in, where you had savages with fucking body armor on, with fake police badges, and they was trying to get in. They was kicking in. They shot through the door, and the owner, thank God, the owner was armed, and he took both of. He sent both of their asses to Funky Town. He sent both to Funky Town, rightfully so. They trying to break up in that man's house and do harm to him. And I told y'all over and over again, these savages have gotten clever. They dressing up like SWAT. They dressing up like police. They got the fake badges. They would do anything to try to, to get the drop on you. Somebody that don't know no better. Oh, those are cops at my door. Don't never answer your door. I don't give a fuck who they say they is. You don't by law have to answer your door to a police officer unless they got a fucking warrant and they can kick that bitch in there. But if they ain't got no warrant, you don't even have to acknowledge them. You don't even have to answer your door. But these motherfuckers had on body armor, ski mask, and a badge. That was a red flag right there with the fucking ski mask. But it's two less savages in the world right now. And if I knew that homeowner, I would personally shake his hand and congratulate him. Because all they was gonna do was probably unalive him and then, go out there and do horrible things to other people, victimize other people. I'm tired of fucking being a victim. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of seeing little kids unalive for no reason at all. Just going to church or having Bible study, and you got a crazy motherfucker coming up in there with a rifle, shotgun, and handgun that he bought legally. You got to be your own protector, man. You got to have that sword. In the Bible, say sell your cloak and buy yourself a sword. I'm telling you, do what you got to do. Even if you got to put the shit on layaway. Even if you got to buy like I'm doing. I'm buying my lower. I'm buying my upper. I'm putting my shit together. I find more enjoyment and I find that to be more fulfilling for me. When a gun ain't got no purpose for me no more, and I don't mean to say it like that, because every gun purpose is to preserve and save your life and your loved ones. But I'm saying the days of me wanting this because it's a Daniel defense or BNT, don't even let me talk about BNT. That's supposed to be some high-end Swedish shit, right? And that's exactly what it was. From my experience, it was some shit. Some straight up bullshit. Both of them motherfuckers, that GHM, Compact, the BNT TP9, Jamamatics. And I hated that fucking trigger on that TP9. Hated that trigger. You don't need all that. All you need is to have you a nice, reliable gun. And that's where I'm at life right now. All those days, I can't even do a gun collection video no more because I don't sold the majority of my shit. And what's the purpose of that shit anyway, man? I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? But brother, I would definitely go for that Rattler. But I'm working on the Jackal 9, and I'm gonna get me a Jackal in 300 blackout. I want that 8.5 inch barrel on. At Palmetto State Armory. I go to Palmetto State Armory every fucking day because you just never know what type of Blair models they're gonna get in on the low. You just never know what type of sale. That's how I found out about the Rock 5.7 being only $299. And I like it's two-tone, black and fucking gray, with the gray frame and the black slide. Come on, man. The first one I had was like, I believe it was FDE. It's Flat Dark Earth. And that looked nice too. But I don't give a fuck about it being a basic model, not being optic ready. I don't give two fucks about that. All I needed to do is go bang when I pull that fucking trigger. That's all I care about. And the color looked good too. It looks sweet. I fucking like it. You gotta be ready, people. And you are my people. Gun Freak Nation. Y'all my people. And I'm y'all's. You hear me? You got to be ready at all times, man. We living in some crazy days. You right, Big Cam. They arming the government probably hate they fucking guts because they arming the American people and they doing it where we are getting quality firearms at an affordable price. And it ain't just firearms, it's ammo too. They ammo is cheap, man. They do it. Well, PSA, they do a lot of shortcuts. They're tools and toolery and foolery and all that. They fooling y'all because you getting crappy parts and fuck all that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. All I need for my shit to do is go bang when I pull that trigger. My barrel ain't got to shoot 10,000 rounds before it get all fucked up. Because I'm not going to go through that. I've had guns. I had a Tavor. Since 2020, I only shot that bitch once. Most guns I only shot once. So I'm not no fucking shooter like that. I get it. Get to the range. I go to the range for functionality. If I use my gun, it's going to be in a self-defense situation, right? My little ass house that I stay in, I don't stay in one of them big ass $100,000 mini mansions. Okay? If I can't hit a motherfucker that's 5 foot away, then shame on me. I deserve what I got coming. All right? I deserve what the fuck I got coming. But I can't get those victims out of my mind, especially the 2 children that lost their lives, man. Just if it would have been somebody armed there, if the church would have had armed security there, I know, and nobody can tell me different, that it would have been a different outcome. You feel me? It would have been a different outcome for sure. If that fucking savage would have went in there and met armed resistance, he probably would have turned around. Even though he off himself, he still don't want to get shot and feel the pain. He took the easy way out. I love you, nephew. I meant to call you. I was gonna call you and ask you, did you want to go live? But every time we talk, it ain't got to be in, on the internet. But I love you, and you getting that new Funky Town Sender? Congratulations, man, nephew. The Glock 20 is amazing, but it just wasn't amazing for me. It's an amazing weapon, but I didn't like that fucking recoil. I had a Glock 20. I paid $640. That was about 4 years ago when I got that Glock 20. And what I liked about it, it shared mags with the Chris Vector. At the time, I had a Chris Vector chambered in 10mm, right? So I liked it, but until I took that bitch to the range, and I'm bouncing all over the place. Now, it's good for you to carry in the woods. If a funky ass bear, try to get at your ass, you know what I'm saying? That's the bear stopper. So I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying I would prefer the 9mm over that, because I went from that 10mm and I got me a Glock 23 or 40 cal. That's a snappy too, but the 9mm, man. And then this Rock 57, that motherfucker hold. Oh shit. 23 plus 1. That's 24 rounds. Now everybody swear that they mag really holds 24. So it's really 24 plus 1. That's amazing. That's damn near like an extended mag. So I'm probably going to carry I'm going to rotate between the dagger and the Rock 57. Now some people, they swear 57 is not a good self-defense round. I beg to differ, because that motherfucker trap. Don't get this mixed up with a 22 Magnum. And a 22 Magnum is no joke either. I owned 2 of them at one point. I had the PMR 30, which is the Caltech pistol, and I had the CMR 30, which is like the carbine with that long ass barrel. It looked like imagine an MP7, but it's got a long ass 16-inch barrel on it. Ugly than a motherfucker, but I had that bitch, and they shot very well. You know, they shot good. I have nothing bad to say about them, but it ain't fucking with no 5.7 by 28, baby. The velocity. So people that say it's not a good round for self-defense, they don't understand the ballistics of velocity. Something that It's the diameter similar to a 22 Magnum, 22 long rifle, 5.56, whatnot. You got to remember these are miniature mini rifle rounds that's in a handgun. Just the sheer speed and velocity of that motherfucker zipping through you, it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you up. And if you got soft body armor on, it ain't gonna go through no steel plates or nothing like that. That's like a tank. But if a motherfucker got on soft armor like that Cavalier or whatever the fuck they call the Kevlar, you fucked. If you get hit by the right load and all that, and baby, I got them black dragon what the fuck they call it? The black dragon teeth, black dragon fangs or whatever. They black and they the tip of them, man, that shit. I was watching a YouTube video on those particular rounds. Them motherfuckers went through a bulletproof helmet. Yes, and I got some, and I probably gonna load them bitches up, and they gonna be my carry. Anyway, I need y'all to just, stay armed, protect yourself, protect you and your family at all times. Even when you out there in the world, keep your head on a swivel. You just, like I say, you never know when the devil gonna come for you. You never know when that savage is gonna test you. And you gotta pass that test every time, because I'm telling you, you only get one shot at this thing called life. You only get one shot at this. This is not no video game where you get another life. At least that I know of. Everybody that has passed on that I know, they ain't came back. They ain't came back, and they not gonna come back. Once you are gone, you are gone. You entitled to believe in whatever the fuck you want to believe in. But one thing, that's a fact. You ain't coming back. You're not coming back. So protect this precious thing called life at all times. I love it. Every single one of y'all, man. Whether y'all like me or not, I still got love for you, because you ain't got to be here. There's a million other motherfucking things you could be doing right now on this planet, but you watching my motherfucking ass. And I really appreciate that. And I really cannot thank you enough. And I would hate, it would break my fucking heart if something bad was to happen to y'all due to a funky ass savage. I looked at that situation today. I got a son, even he's grown now, but I remember when he was their age. And when you start looking at, when you don't get numb to it, and when you look at that kid that lost his life and be like, damn, that could have been my kid. That's my kid. That's the way you got to look at it, like that's your kid. And it's fucked up to say that, because we ain't trying to feel that pain, but you can't help. If you got a heart, you gonna feel that pain of that parent losing that child, man, because that could be your child. It's relatable. We all relatable. At the end of the day, we all family. Just living in a world that's got crazy, evil, diabolical savages in it. I was watching somebody live, and somebody in the comments was like, ban all guns. We got to protect our children. Ban all guns. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, brother, you just don't know. Even if there was no such thing as a gun, people will still find ways to kill other people. That's just the way it is. Even back in the caveman days, you would get your fucking head beat in with a club. If it wasn't guns here, it'd be motherfuckers stabbing other motherfuckers with knives, running over people with cars. You have to face the fact that we are living in a violent world. And now that the now that the criminals have guns, you think I'm gonna get my fucking gun up and the criminals out there got them? How am I gonna protect my family? So that type of talk to me is stupid, and it's something that ain't gonna never happen. Because I would never ever give up all my fucking guns. I may sell some of them motherfuckers, but I would never ever be without a gun. It's not trying to be a tough man. It's just facing the realities of this world. Well, literally, you can have somebody beating down your back door, your side door, your front door, and next thing you know, they on top of your wife, raping her. Let's see how long your marriage survive. If y'all survive a situation like that, if you make it through a home invasion nowadays, you a very blessed, lucky person. Because guess what, my fams? Savages don't like to leave witnesses. They'll do all that dirt to you, rape, torture, everything. Then guess what? They're gonna set the house on fire. They're gonna burn up all the evidence, and then when they put the fire out, they're gonna destroy even more evidence. The people, my brothers and sisters, that's out there that know what time it is and know that we living in a wicked world, and they are armed. Y'all armed, and y'all know what to do, when to do it, and how the fuck to do it. Man, I salute every single one of y'all, because y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. You ain't depending on no police. What kind of bitch? My bad. But it angers me sometimes when I think of the people that can afford to buy a gun, but for whatever reason they choose not to. But yet when the shit hit the fan, they want to, call the cops and pray and hope to God that the police make it there in time. Well, just to let you know that these savages have gotten so, techie with technology. They got shit that will, jam your fucking cell phone. They got cell phone blockers, jammers. They'll pull your fucking meter. And it ain't your valuables they want. They want your soul. They want to have dominion over you. These motherfuckers on set and thought they probably don't case your house out, cased it, watch you, surveilled you, everything. It's a fantasy at that point to them. They want to act out that sick, dark, twisted, fucked up, evil fantasy. So when they run up in your house and they stick all kind of dick up in your woman, and they got you on the floor like the hoe that you are, stomping you while your woman gets smashed, you think that marriage is gonna survive? Just like my homie that was very much in love with his woman. And I said, man, I don't think it's a good idea. Y'all moving, you might be moving a little bit too fast, man. You're trying to move in with her. And then when he told me that she was 1000% against firearms, guns, I said, nigga, you done lost your motherfucking mind. You almost got as many guns as me at that particular time. I'm like, you about to get rid of your guns and move in with this woman, and you can't bring your gun. Number one, you got to be a man, whether that's your house or not, nigga. You still got to be the man of that house. Any man in a situation, whether it's his house or his wife's house or girlfriend's house, and you can't be a man, then you not no motherfucking man. You might as well put a dress on. And I told him, I said, man, come on now. And you helping pay bills up in that motherfucker. Y'all splitting everything 50-50, and you can't bring a gun. Well, you know, she don't like guns. You know, she a very religious woman, and she said that God got us. God is gonna protect her. We covered in the blood of Jesus. I said, man, you a damn fool. You get rid of them guns. You move up in there with, you gonna regret that shit. He moved on up in there. Y'all lovey-dovey. 2 weeks later, they get hit with a motherfucking home invasion. She get raped, and he got raped too. I guess it was some horny gay motherfuckers, gay savages. I don't know. They hopped up on drugs, and they don't give a fuck. They just trying to stick it in a hole, people. They don't give a fuck whether it's your hole or your woman's hole. They just trying to get their dick wet. They don't give a fuck. That's how hopped up and high these fucking crazy ass savages are. So yeah, they got them both. Beat their ass, raped them, and then after it was all said and done, they pointed fingers at each other. The first thing out of her mouth was, you couldn't protect me. First words out of his mouth was, I could have, but you didn't allow me to bring my guns into your house. Guess what, y'all? They ain't even together no more. I don't give a fuck what your situation is, you with a woman or whatever. You got to be the man of that household. You got to be the one that put your foot down. And I'm not telling you that you better or you up over anybody. You should be a team. But when it comes to security, when it comes to protection, I don't give a fuck if she don't like them. If I know that's what's going to save our lives and prevent you and prevent me from having to watch you get raped, then baby, you just going to have to, we going to have to bump heads on this one. I'm not giving up my guns. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's too many evil motherfuckers out here, man. I got a thing, you know, where they send me, like when a sex offender move in your neighborhood, they send that shit to me. And they used to block out their faces. Now they show the motherfucker's face. So I wish I would. I'm not going to harass nobody, but I know that if I see this motherfucker, and if he in my immediate vicinity, I'm going to keep an eye on his ass. Thank God for that shit that they letting people know that rapists and, you know, pedophiles is moving in your area, man. I think it should be mandatory for every school and every church to be armed. It ain't gonna happen, but I'm just saying, if it was my world, all those type of places would have armed security. Movie theaters. Hell, you ain't even safe at the fucking hospital. I know y'all heard about the story. Latricia Green, husband, unalived right there in Henry Ford Hospital. I just passed the hospital like 2 days before it happened because I was going there to get a gun out of my name. And I passed that hospital. My mom had been at Henry Ford Hospital. I've been there numerous times. And this motherfucker couldn't get over her leaving him See, you got pussy you got pussy whip ain't shit motherfuckers out there. Pussy be so good, it'll make you wanna slap your mama. That's how good the pussy is. But that don't mean, nigga, that you go crazy over the pussy, over the shit. I would never lose my fucking mind over some pussy. Pussy is pussy, and I've had plenty of it. Trust me, I've had plenty of it in my lifetime. All right, okay, but I've never went crazy. I remember one time, just one time, bitch left me, and I was going to other niggas' houses thinking she was up in there. And I don't even think I had a gun at that time, and I was looking for her because her head was like just fucking mind fucking blowing and incredible and shit. And I said, nigga, you got to calm your ass down. Don't go crazy over that fucking head. Women got that power. If you weak, they can be your kryptonite. If they the wrong type, if they the wrong one, they can be your fucking kryptonite and your fucking downfall. They can either get you killed or you end up killing a motherfucker. One or the other. So you have to be careful with them Venus flight traps and the golden pussies and all that. You got to be very, 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 very careful, because I've had my fair share, and it will make you want to go crazy and make you fiend for it like crack. But that's when you got to be a man about that shit and be like, hey, you don't want to be with me no more? Fuck it. I'm moving on. I ain't about to stalk you. I'm not about to, sit outside your house and be watching you. And, I ain't on that OJ type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a prime example of a motherfucker. Here's OJ, millionaire, popular athlete. Motherfucker got everything. He can have any fucking woman he want because he's a celebrity and he's a millionaire. But he couldn't have control over Nicole when she left. And that infuriated him. This nigga showing up at her house, peeping through her windows, her blinds, watching her fuck other niggas. So then guess what? He began to sneak around her house, fuck with her, flatten her tires, stick a blade in her tire. And I don't even think he really went there to kill her that night. I think my theory is that nigga, he knew he was gonna go out of town that night. My theory is he went there to probably slash her fucking tires again, and she went out there and she saw that nigga, and she went out there and confronted him, and an argument ensued. And I think poor old Ronald, man, Ron Goldman got to be the most unluckiest man in the world, what used to be in the world. He happened to be returning her fucking glasses that she left at the restaurant he worked at. And I think this shit happened, man. I think Ron showed up in the middle of them arguing, or he showed up in the middle of him killing her, or he showed up I think what happened, he showed up when they was arguing, and where he fucked up at, he involved himself. Man, leave it alone. When you got a couple fight, man, stay out of that shit. Because you can whip the nigga's ass and call the police all you want. The next day, she gonna be right back with that nigga. Matter of fact, if you beat him up too bad, she might even try to slap you upside the head or stab you or something or shoot you. Stay out of that shit. If you ain't seeing them stomp her and stomp her life out, then if it's just heated words or argument, stay the fuck up out of it. But he did what he did, and we don't know how that shit went down, But I think that he either stumbled up on him killing her, or he stumbled up on them arguing, and he interjected himself, and he killed that motherfucker. He killed him. I mean, rest in peace. I mean to call him motherfucker, but he killed him. And then he got her because she was the witness. That's probably, I mean, he did the shit because how else is they blood gonna get on this sock? And they found this sock back at his house. I don't believe that racist bitch ass cop planted that shit. I ain't buying it. OJ, why else would you? Why the fuck else would you go on a fucking, that famous ass highway chase, and you got a fucking gun and a passport, nigga? You killed her and you got away with it. But this the thing that I don't understand. Nigga, if I don't got away with killing 2 people, why you ain't gonna catch my ass jaywalking. So why on earth would you rob somebody to get your fucking souvenirs back and your trophies back? And that's why they threw the book at him, because they didn't get him on the murder charge, because Johnny Cochran a bad motherfucker. If it don't fit, you must acquit, right? If it don't fit, you must acquit. So he did something stupid, and I think he did like 10 years for that shit, man. But yeah, that nigga got away with murder, man. So you got a lot of motherfuckers out there. The reason why I bring it up, because you got a lot of motherfuckers out there that got that same mentality. It ain't about, it's about, you want control over this particular woman. You want to dominate her. And once you lose control is like power. When you got control over somebody, that's power. When he lost power, man, he couldn't deal with it, and it just build up in him. You can be with 1 million women, but you're only gonna be in love with that one woman. And I think he was in love with her, but I think it was a toxic type of love. It was a toxic type of love, man. But so many women have died at the hands of a jealous, crazy, controlling ex, and y'all need to get armed too. That was just the goings to kill her. He had been stalking her for like 2 years. He had a current girlfriend. He was like, fuck you. He got the one he wanted, man. And I don't even know, I can't even say that the nigga is in jail regretting it. He knew he was going to get caught. He ran. He knew he was going to get caught. But I'm like, look at you, man. You don't threw your life away. You about to do life in prison. I just don't understand how somebody can harbor that so much hatred or craziness to want to forfeit over their life to take a life. Make it make sense, but we living in a crazy, fucked up world. And we have no choice but to protect ourselves and our families. Don't get caught up in all of the distractions and shit that's going on. Focus on your life. Focus on your goals. Focus on your peace. And protect it at all times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happened in Minneapolis. I pray for you. God forbid I ever have to feel the pain that you're feeling right now. I don't know what it's like, and I don't want to find out what it's like to lose a child. I want to go before my kid, my son. I'm so proud of my son. He ain't out there in no streets. He ain't doing the dumb silly shit that I used to do when I was his age. A good kid, man, so I'm blessed. But that's not enough. You still got to protect your family, protect your peace against these savages that's out here. We living in times, man, if you look at somebody and they think you looking at them, mean mugging them, or looking at them the wrong kind of way, they will blow your fucking head off. over the most stupidest, dumbest shit that you could ever think of, and people are literally dropping like flies. It's been a deadly summer in my city in Detroit, mainly on the east side. That's why I don't fuck around on the east side. You will get killed quick fucking around on the east side, even though it's all over. Even in the suburbs, it's violence, crime. A lot of that shit just ain't being reported. I think about all of the people right here in my city, man, mainly like teenagers that lost their lives or either got shot up. Just last night, sitting in my living room, and I keep a gun holstered to me. I heard about 20 shots rang out. I had to duck down. I'm sitting on the couch, my couch in front of my big ass picture window. I had to dive off that motherfucker like Superman. Next thing you know, about 10 minutes later, police showed up. Somebody either called them or we got something. We got technology on our street, on our block called shot spotters, where it detects the sound of a gunshot and it will let the police know what area, what street, what block per se, and they'll show up and investigate. Because 10 minutes later, man, police cruising down the street, shining they floodlights on everybody's house. But I guess they didn't see no bullet holes, so they kept it moving. And I can't help but to think, was that a neighbor, testing out their gun? Because it was at least about 6 to 7 shots in rapid cessation. Listen, y'all get armed. You never know when some crazy motherfuckers. I was reading. Rick James was a bad motherfucker. And I admire him. I salute him. He lived his life on this tombstone. It says, "Did it all, seen it all. I'm good." And I appreciate the nigga for what he brought to the table. I love you, Rick James. Rest in peace. But I didn't know that he knew the dude that was married to Sharon Tate. Some of y'all some young brothers and sisters and don't even know who Sharon Tate is. But you older motherfuckers like me know exactly who she is. He was invited to a party that Sharon Tate and them had. Well, it wasn't a party, it was more like a get together, right? At the last minute, Rick James reneged on it and didn't go. And I'm so glad that he didn't go, because guess what happened that night, y'all? That's the night when Charles Manson, crazy ass, sent his coat up in there and they killed every single one of them people. They got Sharon Tate, who was a beautiful actress. They got Jay, but he was rich and successful. They got the Folgers, Abigail Folgers. She was Harris to the fucking coffee company, Folgers Coffee. So they had money. They had money. She was a Folgers, man. You had Jay Sabring. You had Sharon Tate, and it was somebody else that they unalived. Matter of fact, it was a friend that was leaving, and they got him in the car. Then they cut the phone wires, and they had a big ass gate that led up to the house, but it was also, the gate was next to a hill. All they did was climb the hill and jumped over the gate. You had Tex, and it was about 3 or 4 crazy bitches with him. Tex had a long ass gun, like that motherfucker revolver was that fucking long, and I think it was like a 22 or something. They walked in that motherfucker, and they was like, "We came to do the devil's work," and they tortured those people. That's one of the first home invasions that I knew of, and this shit happened back in the 60s. All because of crazy ass Charles Manson was trying to start a race war. He would send his coat up in people's houses, kill them, have the savages, dip their fingers in their blood, and then write, pig on the walls, so people would think that niggas did it. Charles Manson made you rot in Funky Town. You a dirty motherfucker for that. Dirty as hell. And I still think it's going to be an incident that's going to pop off, that's going to try to divide us. That's why, Gun Freak Nation, we will not fall for those distractions. Because that's all they really are. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. And that's all that matters. At least here in Gun Freak Nation, we are human beings. It's just unfortunate in every walk of life, in every class of life, we going to have some savages, man. It don't matter what, sexuality. I know this one that did that shit was transgender or something, It doesn't matter. That's not going to make me hate transgender people or gay people or anything like that. No, I have nothing but love for y'all. Y'all still God's, people, human beings at the end of the day. But it only proves to me that it's savages. Even with transgenders, we got savages. Gay, we got savages. White, black, everything in between, it's savages. So don't just think it's just, never judge a book by its cover is what I'm trying to say. I wish that bastard that did that shit, I wish he would have met armed resistance. He took the easy way out. Why couldn't you just simply do that to begin with? Why you gotta be evil and rob people of their lives? Once when you take a life, you can never get it back. There's no coming back. And people, it's savages out there it's nothing for them to take your life, to delete you off this planet forever. This is why, for those who may be watching and not armed, I pray to the Most High that you wake up and regain your common sense and go out there and get you the best firearm that's best for you, and take it to the range. Know that it go bang every time you pull that trigger, and now you got something called protection. You're not dependent on this device right here. You're not dependent on hoping and praying. First of all, hiding and hoping and praying that the police get to you in time. Police come in minutes when seconds matter. They can shoot you in your head, in your chest, in your heart, and you dead in seconds. So it take police, law enforcement minutes to arrive when seconds matter. Somebody can come in within a matter of seconds and stomp you on your head and smash your fucking skull in, man, and kill you. Look at the guy last year. He owned a jewelry store and they targeted him. They posed as DTE workers. DTE is the electrical company. That's how we get our power, through them. Them motherfuckers showed up in the uniform. They even had a fake ass van. They were some clever ass fucking savages. He made the mistake letting them in. He had a gun on this holster, but he made the mistake and let his guard down, and they took him down in that. He led him in the basement, where the meter was at, because they was saying we gotta come in and read the meter, and you ain't coming in my motherfucking house. You ain't about to read shit but these nuts, nigga. You ain't coming up in my shit. Especially after I saw what they did to him. You got to be I got to be a star-nated fool to allow any motherfucker after dark. I don't give a fuck who they say they is. They can say they Jesus, my nigga. I'm not letting you in my motherfucking shit. You not getting in. Now I know a lot of y'all, you the same motherfucker that let them the Mormons in, nigga. You let them up in your bedroom. Yes, I did, and that was about 3-4 fucking years ago. I won't do the shit no more, and I can size people up. I knew that them niggas was some Mormons, you know. I ain't saying because they was white, you know, but they was some fucking Mormons, and they liked it my fucking guns. They took pictures with my fucking gun. You dig? No, will I, the 2025 T, do what the 2021 T do? No. I wouldn't even let them in my house. But they seem like cool people, and I was looking for the light. So I'm like, let me hear y'all out. They was, I forget what they call them people, but they be on a mission to recruit, to try to get people to come to their church, man. Shit, it's a word for it, you know. But that's what they were, man. They turned out to be very, very cool. They was cool. And some of y'all was being racist too. Why you let all them white men in your house? What you doing? Why you got all them white men? It's about 5 white men in your house and you don't even know it, and you got them in your living room, you know, sitting on your oh man, you don't take them all them white men up there to your bedroom, showing them your guns, and they ain't even take your shoes up, man. Come on, man. Y'all need to chill out. At the end of the day, this is my motherfucking house. I pay the cost to be the boss. You dig? I can let Satan up in this motherfucker if I choose to. Chill out on that shit. But with the 2025 T, do that? No. But things have gotten a hell of a lot worse since 2021, 2020. I ain't never seen it this bad before. And now that Trump about to kick a lot of motherfuckers off them food stamps and you not getting that shit no more, I'm afraid to tell y'all that this shit is only gonna get worse. Cause some people would rather get up off their ass and go rob than get off their ass and get a job. You know, some people would rather sell drugs. And I'm not knocking nobody for trying to survive. I was a drug dealer myself back in the day. I sold drugs, crack. I sold it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was a drug dealer. All right? And the lifestyle of, like you, Tony Montana, the lifestyle of the women, the lifestyle was very addicting because I was with a whore. You know what I'm saying? Maria was a whore. And I only sold drugs to save this whore's life, which she didn't reciprocate it, because at the end of the day, she went back to her husband in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not judging nobody for making a living. You know what I'm saying? From time to time, when I was working at that dispensary doing security there, I would think to myself, I'm like, damn, man, can't believe this shit is legal now and people buying this shit left and right. And I know so many people that's probably still in jail for selling weed, that went to jail. I'm talking about doing years. And now we got all these motherfucking dispensaries where you could just walk in and show your ID and just buy whatever the fuck you want to buy. And back then, you know, I ain't never been no weed smoker. I ain't never been no drinker like that. I can go 5 years and not even worry about taking another drink. I never liked cigarettes. They stank. Never like weed. It stank. It's funky. I don't like no smoke going in my lungs. But when niggas was coming in that dispensary saying them motherfucking gummies were good, I said, But when they said that it's like Viagra and will make your dick hard and that the erection lasts, I said, let me try this motherfucker. Man, I tried it. I love it. My dick loves it. And it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm not advocating no drugs and none of that shit. I'm just nigga is what I like. You know what I'm saying? From time to time. You dig? It really do get your is like Viagra. When I pop one of my Viagra's, I'm like a 20-year-old again, nigga. I'm ready to fuck all motherfucking night. I'm not fucking around. I'm not fucking playing. And what would piss me off even more is while I'm fucking, a fucking savage gonna interrupt my fucking because he's trying to come in so he can fuck. Ain't that a bitch? Imagine you fucking your woman, your significant other. You trying to get your nut. You trying to fuck. But you got a motherfucking fucking ass savage outside your house trying to break in so he can fuck. Boy, I will send your motherfucking ass nigga to Funky Town so motherfucking fast, and it take me back to that day where I was fucking, and I heard my motherfucking car glass get broken shit, but I wasn't paying attention because the pussy was so tight, so wet, so hot, and so slippery and silky, and good. The pussy was fire. She was riding me, and she had big titties. I heard when the glass bust, but I couldn't stop her. I didn't want to stop her. Everything was like slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Then when the fucking alarm went off, I'm like, babe, oh baby, oh baby, you can get off for a minute, get off. So I got the fuck up, looked out my fucking front window in my upstairs bedroom. I see my fucking lights going on and off. It's my fucking car. Niggas try. I didn't have that fucking Grand Cherokee no more than a week before a nigga tried to go up in my driveway and break the window to try to steal it. And when they triggered the alarm, they funky asses took off. It was some nigga probably that live up the street. The nigga had to know me. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas is. You can't trust nobody. I don't even recall having a gun back then. But yeah, that pussy was it was right, man. You know, some pussy will make you you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong, okay? Leave her alone. If it's that damn good, leave her alone. Cause you're gonna be thinking, damn, she dealing with another nigga now, and he getting that same good, nutritious, delicious, tight, wet, pussy, and that'll make you go crazy. Why you think so many niggas is in jail now? Because they lady done cheated on them, and they don't went and shot the nigga up or shot the house up, and they got caught up in it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't be no bitch. If you listen, nigga. Damn, I want to say something, but I ain't gonna say shit because it make me look bad if I say this shit. But I'm tired of motherfuckers going crazy over a bitch, and then they kill everybody but the bitch. Make that shit make sense. Remember that motherfucker a few years ago, a fat Tyler Perry looking motherfucker, pulled up on this old man that had just left his daughter's dinner. I think it was a Sunday or something. They had an Easter dinner, and he left to go back home. The poor guy looked like he was about 75 years old. He was walking down the street, picking up bottles. He was collecting bottles and shit. And this crazy motherfucker just rolled up on him, got out of his car, walked up to this old man and said, "Do you know Joy Lane?" I know some of y'all remember that story. Look it up. This nigga said, "Do you know Joy Lane?" The old man was like, "No, I don't know nobody named Joy Lane." And he obviously the old guy saw the gun in this crazy motherfucker's hand. And before the guy can say anything, this pussy whip bitch aims the gun at the old guy's face and pulls the trigger. And you see the guy's body drop up against the fence. This man was completely innocent, didn't have nothing to do with this bitch or nothing, but this crazy motherfucker let that pussy get to him, and he lost his mind over Joy Lane. And they caught that motherfucker. The fat bitch got hungry and pulled up to a McDonald's, and I think the fat motherfucker, and no disrespect to the fat members of Gun Freak Nation. I love fat people too. You should have saw my ex. She was about 500 pounds. So yeah, no disrespect. But the fat sloppy motherfucker got hungry and went to McDonald's and ordered some chicken nuggets, and that's how they recognized this bitch ass. But guess what? When the police rolled up on him, that bitch, this is how much a bitch that this bitch is. Instead of fighting it out and targeting the police like he killed that innocent old man, this motherfucker put the gun up to his head, blew his own fucking brains out, blood all over his chicken nuggets and every fucking thing. That shit happened, man. That shit broke my fucking heart. That shit happened like 2017. Nope. About 2019. I know Trump, that was when Trump was president the first time. I saw the video, man, and I felt bad for that old guy, man. Managing his own fucking business, collecting bottles, and you get rolled up on by a crazy pussy whip savage that's taking out. If anybody, nigga, if you gonna take somebody out, get the bitch. Don't go out and kill somebody innocent that ain't got shit to do with nothing, motherfucker. So you got to have your guns for crazy motherfuckers like that too. You gotta have your gun for crazy savages like that. And you women, I cannot express this enough. Stop dealing with these crazy motherfuckers. I know niggas be on their best behavior. When I say nigga, I'm talking about black and white, alright? Stop being racist and thinking I'm only talking about blacks. When I say niggas, no. I'm talking about, well, in this case, I am talking about that. But listen, niggas will put on their best face. They will. And try to deceive you. And when you find out that they ain't shit and that they crazy, the motherfucker gonna unalive you. I'm not gonna say this no more now. Get you a fucking gun. That restraining order is not gonna save you. That's just a piece of funky ass paper that he can wipe his ass with or wipe your blood off of his knife after he did what he did to you. You don't want to be a future victim. You just don't. You don't want to be no future fucking victim. And he was crazy over Latricia, man. And Latricia was a beautiful woman. This woman was beautiful. good job, everything. But guess what? If I was with her, I'd probably still be with her because I don't give no woman no reason to leave me. But this nigga couldn't get over it for nothing, and now he don't forfeit his freedom to take her life. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's gonna always be that crazy motherfucker. There's many of them more out there, and they will strike again. And all you women, you not listening to me, ladies. I love y'all, but you got to love yourself enough to get armed up and be able to fight back. Don't let that motherfucker have dominion over you because he got a gun. Send his ass to Funky Town. Be here another day for your loved ones. That's crazy. Arm up. Will there be any more church shootings? Yes. The outcome depends on whether they are armed and prepared or they're going to be sheep. They're going to be praying to God that they wish they had a gun. Put it that way. If you have the opportunity to purchase you a gun, get that gun. Maybe it will save your life. Okay? Maybe to save your life. Get you that gun. Get it. Now, I'm about to end this stream. That was my signal. That was my signal. So I'm about to get off and eat me some pussy, some fresh pussy. She just cooked up some tropical pussy fish, and I'm about to eat it. It's nothing like fresh tropical pussy fish. You feel me? So listen, y'all. I love you, but I got some pussy that I got to attend to. I got some personal matters that I got to attend to, and I might just jump back up in this motherfucker. Once I'm done. If my lips is all shiny and red, niggas, then you know why. Okay. Pussy hair, all right. That's somebody hit me up. My email, they said I missed the pussy hair tea days. All right, motherfucker, you got it. All right, pussy hair, motherfucker. That's one thing you can never shame me on. I'm gonna eat some. I'm an expert at that shit. I'm a professional at that shit. You hear me? All my life, my nigga. Try it. Don't knock it until you try it. You did. Do not knock that shit until you try it. Juices in there and all. You know what I'm saying? I eat it all. Suck that motherfucker dry. You know why? Because that shit makes me high. You dig what I'm saying? So, just thinking about a good old rat motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, if y'all came in here on some gun shit, man, y'all in the wrong place right now. This pussy time right now. Pussy hair time. That's what we gonna call this shit. Pussy hair time. And if y'all like to eat pussy, I need to see some ones in this motherfucking chat right now. If y'all motherfuckers, hey man, if y'all ain't no pussy eaters, get the hell up out of here, man. Y'all got to go. This is for real niggas, all right? Real men, okay? I want to see some motherfucking ones in the chat, man. Come on, man. Hit the ones. Hit the two. Hit two if you don't eat pussy. Hit one if you not only do you eat pussy, but you love eating pussy like me. I don't see no ones. I don't see no twos. All right, let me see some ones if pussy almost got you killed. Say you just met this woman, and then, you over there, you fucking and ducking and all that shit, and next thing you know, bang, 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 you know, it's her husband or her man showing up out of the blue. Nigga got off work early. Have you ever been in one of those type of situations? If so, I want to see some ones. Throw some ones up in that chat. Or if you ever been in a situation that could have went left and you lost your life, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have segments to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be TElectrik after motherfucking dark. How you like that? I've been in a couple situations where I could have lost my life. Everybody already know about the infamous bus stop sex that I had at the bus stop. I don't even want to repeat that true story. But yes, I've been in, you know, situations where I could have lost my fucking life. I thank God every night. Every fucking night I thank God that he blessed me to still be here, to still be alive. Some of the situations, mainly over women. I don't fault motherfuckers over her woman. That's because I didn't know that the bitch was married. So when the guy like walked up on me, I said, "Hey, wait a minute, man, don't fucking walk up on me like that, man. I don't know who you are, nigga." And when he made a gesture like he was getting ready to like punch me, you know, I did my little matrix dodge and shit. Then I swung back up and man, I fucked that nigga all kind of up. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking got the fucking hands, man. I don't need these fucking guns. If some fucking savages was coming in and I know for a fact that they ain't got no guns, this all I motherfucking need right here. I will fuck a motherfucker up. I beat a motherfucker's ass. You coming in here to take my ass? And you gonna fuck her in front of me? My nigga, this ain't that. I'm not daddy. We ain't on that type of time. I don't want to see another nigga fuck my woman. No, am I open to her, you know, her past? Her sexcapades? Her sexual past? Yes, I'm all ears. Listen to some shit. It turns me on. It makes me a little bit of it makes me a little bit of angry, but then it turns me on. You know what I'm saying? And then okay, bitch, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you later tonight. I'm gonna fuck your motherfucking ass. Yeah, you did this to this nigga. You let this nigga do this to you. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you real good tonight. I promise you that. But I ain't took it to the level of Diddy where I wanna watch a nigga. But then again, if my woman approached me right now and she said she found the old video that she did, and this is before she met me, I would want to watch it. Mm-hmm. Like I have, like an astounding video collection of you know, women that I've been with in the past, you know, and you know, every woman that I've been in a relationship, you need to throw that away. Why are you holding on to? I'm holding on to it because they're mine. And what if me and you don't work out and I don't get rid of, you know, thousands of videos and movies of me and it starring me, and I can never get them again. So no, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't watch it. Maybe I sneak one on when you don't get it wrong. I'm saying if she was single. All right, number 2 will be 32 Icon. And number 3 would be Santi TV, which I ain't seen or heard from Santi in about 5 years. Sis, you need to come out of that motherfucking retirement. Bring your ass back. So I want Yoki for 1. 32 Icon, which I ain't seen her in a minute. She's number 2. Santi is number 3. Who would y'all? I want to see ones, twos, or threes. Come on, y'all. Participate. Participate. Oh, shit, I forgot Lady Wick. Damn. Damn, I forgot about Lady Wick. Yeah, Lady Wick number 4. So throw a 4 up for Wick. Throw a 3 up for Santee TV. Throw a 2 up for 32 Icon and a 1 for my sister Yoki. I can't participate because Yoke my sister. That's Yoke gang. I'm Yoke gang all day. I respect her and her husband. But I'm just saying, if she was single and y'all was single. Okay, 5-7. Okay, got 1 for Yoki. We got 1 for Yoki. Okay, Yoki is in the lead so far. Okay, okay, Shine Breezy, Yoki wins. Okay, Yoki got 2. 2 for Yoke. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't just dismiss 32 Icon. You just can't dismiss Lady Wick. You can't dismiss Santee TV. Okay? You can't just dismiss them. All right, what if I throw Dr. T in there? Dr. T would be number 5. I'm sorry, Dr. T. Me and Dr. T, we talk on the phone and text and stuff. So that's it. Well, Dr. T, I ain't gonna put your business out there. I'm not gonna put your business out there, Dr. T. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So we gonna exclude Dr. T. All right, we gonna exclude her. All right, even though I can't put her business out there. I want to, but I'm not. I got respect and love, nothing but love for Dr. T. But that's for all of the women. Lady Wick, Yoke, 32 Icon, and one thing about Yoke, man, I remember when Yoke had only 20,000 subscribers. She said she got 20,000 in 1 month. Nigga, I don't been on YouTube for about 20 years, and I'm still at 20,000. So, use bless, Yoke. But I remember watching like my first video of hers, and what attracted to me. I ain't gonna like that, damn it. I didn't know she was married at the time. And I'm in a relationship, but when you see a beautiful woman with a gun, man, a nigga gonna click on that shit all day, every day, motherfucker. You know that. So after I saw that video, I watched another video, and one of my favorite videos that she did was the one when she went to that prison in Florida, and she was throwing firecrackers into the abandoned jail cells and shit, and that's one of my favorite because I love paranormal shit. That's my all-time favorite Yoki video. So, after watching all her videos to see her, of all people, comment on one of mine, I said, oh shit. She commented. Then she did like 3 or 4 other videos where she would comment on her. I mean, I know she ain't got time to do that shit now. She almost 2 million subscribers now. But I knew that she was real when she did that. And that's why to this day I fuck with her. She heard my comments and heard the channel from time to time. And I just appreciate everything that she do and what she brought to the table, man. She accomplished a lot. And she's a beautiful woman. She don't hurt your eyes, not one bit. You know what I'm saying? And that goes out to the rest of the women that I put in that category. I'm not trying to, be shallow and sexualize you women and nothing like that. I got nothing but the utmost love and respect, because if I was a creepy motherfucker like that, I'd be saying, don't get armed. I want you to be a victim. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it the wrong way. This gym talk right here, we buzzing a little bit, and we having fun. You know what I'm saying? This locker room talk right now. You feel me? If Trump can do it, god damn it, I can do it too. If Trump can say he want to grab a bitch by her pussy, then why I can't grab one by her titty, ass, and pussy? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be respectful about it. That's gonna be my woman. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You dig it? Can you dig it? Damn it! Anyway, I'm about to jump off this bitch. Listen, y'all. I need y'all to get armed. And I only want to talk about the A1 the A1 spaceship that's headed towards Earth that'll be here in our, close by December the 17th. I need y'all to look this up. It's called the A1 Comet, and it's something like with the scientists at NASA, the likes of something that's never been seen before. The speed that this thing is coming, and get it come from a different solar system. It come from a different solar system. This thing, look it up. It's coming. It's going 42 miles per second. That's how fast it's traveling. It's going 42 miles per second, and it's giving off heat signatures like no other. You know how when you see something in the sky and it has a tail of plume behind it, like it leaves a trail of smoke, a plume or something. Tail. This thing, the tail is in front. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it? And get this. It's the fucking size of the island of Manhattan. That's how big it is. And you tell me what travels in zigzags and like it's been programmed to orbit or fly by all of the major like planets like Jupiter, Mars. Like, say for example, if we sent a satellite up there, right, which we did do something similar to that, the travel, and it's still traveling. We're going to program it to go as close to the nearest planet so we can observe the planets, and it'll go on another trajectory to go on to another. This thing that they've been monitoring and following, it is like going close to, like, it's on a trajectory where as if it was programmed to go and observe these other planets, and it's going to be near us in December. And people are saying they've never seen anything that does that, and it's got like a glow to it, like a shield or something. A lot of people are speculating that it's some type of civilization in another solar, and that they sending it to try to find life. It's stupid and dumb and arrogant of us. It's billions and billions of planets out there in solar systems, right? Why the fuck do we think, or these fucking scientists think, that we are the only intelligent species in this in the solar system? Out of all, imagine imagine your block or your neighborhood. Imagine your house. You're the only human being in that house, right? But when you walk outside, you assume that every other house is empty, vacant. Nobody is living there in your whole entire neighborhood. That's how. No, it don't work that way. If we got civilizations that's billions of years ahead of us, then they're billions of years ahead of us in technology. And some of the shit that they do, we not, our brains are not wired. Our human earthly brains are not wired to even understand, because they're a whole different concept. They're an entirely different concept. So look it up. It's all you got to do is just type in comment the size of the island of Manhattan. It's head, or not a comment, an object. And a lot of people are speculating that it's some type of spacecraft because this thing is not moving like a comet. It's not moving like an asteroid. It's like it's moving like it's some type of craft. But look it up because it is definitely things in this world that we just don't understand. Like this, the event that I witnessed back in 2016. I don't know what this thing was. I'm not saying it was little green men or no kind of shit like that, but I feel like it was some type of life form. I don't even feel like going back and reality only. Like I don't feel like talking about it right now. Gun Freak Nation, listen. If we are invaded by aliens or whatever, that's one more reason why you should own a gun. But instead of aliens at this current time, it's savages. People that don't give two fucks about you, want to come in and do you all kind of dirty, do you all kind of harm, rape your woman, molest your kids. Evil, evil, evil. You got to have that tool, that Funky Town Sender tool, to be able to protect your family. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to protect your family and protect your life. Defend your family, defend your life at all times. The way the times are nowadays, anything can happen. We can have some terrorist cells be activated. We can have some cartels start to blow some shit up because they mad because Trump gave the green light for them to start knocking them off. So they might try to knock some of us out in retaliation. I already saw on the news where they got drones and shit, sophisticated drones, where they doing surveillance on us. The cartels. So you need to be armed regardless, whether it's the everyday rapist, savage, or some type of civil unrest. We got to be ready at all times. I can show you mine now, but you're not allowed to hold no guns on YouTube Live. But I fucking love y'all. I may go live, but I got something to do, y'all. Okay? So I'm going to holler at y'all later. And I'm going to make these lives nightly, man. You know what I'm saying? This going to be a nightly thing where we just kicking it, chopping it up. Late nights with TElectrik. Some of the shit might be on a sexual nature. But I will give a disclaimer. Because if you offended by the words pussy, dick, nigga, bitch, just leave right now. If you come here to talk about some guns, nah, just leave right now. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta have more nights where I'm connecting with y'all. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but be armed and ready regardless, whether it's a home invasion or some type of civil unrest. Could be a terror attack. You need to have that Funky Town Sender, all right? Get the Funky Town Sender. Get it. Your life may depend on it. Gun Free Nation, salute. Listen, y'all stay armed. Stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. And no matter what, send that funky, ain't shit ass, stinking ass savage to Funky Town. You did? Send that motherfucker to Funky Town when he try you. Okay? I'm out of here. I got some pussy to go eat, toes to suck, thighs to lick, breast to bite, necks to nibble on. Then I'm going to hit the throne because I'm going to have to take a shit. I love you, Gun Free Nation. Salute, baby.